If you're like most teachers, you're always on the lookout for ways to engage your students. And if you can do that with minimal effort, then that's even better. Research shows that the lecture style of lesson delivery is the least effective teaching strategy we have, yet it is still the most frequently used in classrooms. Chalk and talk without any other techniques has very poor outcomes for learning. And these days, this can be applied to IWB talk and whiteboard and talk. In this video, I'll share with you some resources that will help improve your teaching practice, engage students more effectively, and help to reduce student behaviour issues at the same time. When classroom management is addressed, including the perspective of what you teach and how you teach, you're more likely to be successful. There are hundreds of interesting ways for students to learn, and many of them take very little additional prep time. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, the lecture style of content delivery is the least effective way, but the most commonly used. My name's Mari Amaro, and I'm the principal presenter at The Highly Effective Teacher. I'm a teacher, and I've been working with students and supporting teachers for over 30 years. I'm passionate about teacher wellbeing, and I combine research and experience to provide strategies that improve teacher wellbeing, especially those practices that take no more extra teacher time, that can actually give you back time because you're working more effectively. I love coaching teachers so that they learn to thrive in the teaching profession, not just survive. Improved teacher wellbeing means improved student wellbeing, and that contributes to better academic and social outcomes for all your students. If you'd like to learn more about teacher wellbeing, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so that you receive notifications of all our videos. When you subscribe, that helps to support our channel and means that we can keep making these videos and get the information and support out to more teachers. When you make your lessons interactive and student-centred, your students are more likely to be engaged and less likely to be off task or disruptive. Here are some simple techniques you can add to your teaching to engage even the most difficult students that take no extra time. Number one, let the kids talk to each other. Think, Pair, Share is one of the easiest tools teachers can use to engage students, but it's extremely underused. At any point during your lecture or instruction, you can give students the chance to share their knowledge or thoughts with a partner. Giving students legitimate opportunities to chat during the lesson reduces the likelihood that they'll talk when you're talking, and that's one of the most challenging behaviours teachers deal with on a daily basis. When you allow your students to talk to each other, they're able to clarify their own ideas about a topic, in addition to learning from their buddy. They're also developing vital social skills through interaction with others. Think, Pair, Share can be used with any age group, from 4-year-olds to adults. And if you're worried about how to get them back from the chatter, agree on a time limit with your students and use a simple call to order. For example, set a limit of 2 minutes, then a timer will go off, or a bell will ring, or you'll raise your hand. When you use this strategy regularly, students will return to listening promptly because they know that you will allow them to talk again at another relevant point in the lesson. If you'd like to learn some more ways to motivate your students, please check out our video on how to motivate students, which gives you some really great strategies for how to use these skills to do that. Number two, use visuals. 65% of the population are visual learners, which means that they collect information with their eyes. This might take a little more prep, but with the internet and IWBs in the classroom, it's pretty easy to find a picture related to your lesson topic. Giving students a focal point for the lesson, other than your face, will keep them engaged and make the lesson more interesting, meaningful, and relevant. Use a variety of visuals to mix it up. Photos, paintings, diagrams, maps, graphs, charts, drawings, sketches. The list is endless. Number three, allow students to design their own learning tasks. Give students a job of coming up with task questions, quizzes, projects, or planning a unit of work. Let them decide what resources they might need, who they'll work with, and how to organise the tasks. When students are given choice in what they learn and how they learn, they're much more motivated because they're actively engaged and making decisions for themselves. Number 4, use a talking circle for content delivery. The talking circle structure means that students are doing most of the talking and the problem solving. Design a lesson using a check-in question that gauges what they already know. Then pose a problem to be solved in groups and presented back to the class. Any resources needed for the group work can be accessed by the students from around the room, from the library, or on a computer. Include a mixer and energizer to ensure that students work with a variety of people and that you end the lesson on a high. And for lists of mixers and energizers, you can also have a look in my book, Habits of Highly Effective Teachers. Some ideas in there for things that you can use in your classroom. Use your checkout as a formative assessment and find out what the students have learnt during the lesson. Number 5, tell a story. Make your content more relevant by reading or telling an interesting story to your students that relates to your lesson. Stories make learning more memorable and meaningful. And if you can find a funny, sad, or poignant story that illustrates the most important points of your lesson, students are far more likely to recall that learning. Remember, telling is not teaching. And if you use your body with actions and movement to tell the story, even better. Tap into your inner drama person. What are your go-to strategies that keep students interested in learning more effectively? Please share them with us in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and happy teaching.